Okay, we're doing a initial mic check to see if it comes through. Okay, we're doing a initial mic. Okay, we're doing a initial mic comes through. See if it comes through. Okay, welcome to Marketing for Coaches. We're in a 3 p.m. webinar, and things are feeling pretty good. All right, welcome. This is the Marketing for Coaches Foundation Series webinar. I'm so glad that you have the opportunity to join us in this live webinar where we will be giving you techniques, tools, and tips to better serve your audience and to share your gift. This will make your marketing more enjoyable by your ability to create more content in less time. So we're up here in beautiful Door County, Wisconsin. It's pretty nice up here. We got a temperature of about 80 degrees, a little bit of an overcast, and we're feeling pretty good, coming in at about 3,000 feet. So, yeah, in between webinars, might do a little bit of fishing, check out the beach a little bit, and basically just enjoy life. And that's what it's all about. So every Monday at 3 p.m., you can join us here in Marketing for Coaches. We're going to be discussing the Foundation Series, which is a series of steps to get you from struggling with creating content to crushing it. So that sounds like a pretty good deal, doesn't it? All right. So in this webinar, we're going to give you tools to make your life easier. And if marketing is easier, you can share your gift and connect with others. So there's a lot of tools and techniques out there, and we've compiled some of the tools that are useful for coaches because we've been doing this for a while. I'm going to move this mic. You're going to hear a little bit of a creak. And we've created some very unique techniques to create a massive amount of content by combining a few of these applications and softwares out there and create a different result than what was intended. The result is more content with less effort. And when we get into this webinar, I'd like to leave you with some action steps and a couple techniques so you can take action today. And at the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you a special offer that is going to be exclusive to you as an early adopter of this series. And you're going to get a lot of value out of sticking around, not only because of the material that we're going to discuss today, but also because the offer that I'm going to give you is an offer you cannot refuse, to quote a Coleone. All right. So what is marketing for coaches and what is MKE video? A little bit. So in design for my classic, that's similar that I was beautiful. I had up here pretty cool years. I had successfully become millions of band making videos born back 20 and Mark II came out. And I fell in love with creating video because it was so easy, and my passion for photography grew. Over the course of that time, I worked for anybody doing anything in video and advertising and social, and I was feeling a little bit unfulfilled. So in my journey for a better life, oh no, I lost the screen. There we go. In my journey for leading a better life, I started reading a lot of books by people like Lewis Howes and Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Gary Vee, Jordan Peterson, to name a few. And I was introduced to this coaching culture. And around that same time, an old family friend stopped by a event we were having up here in Door County. And it was Tracy from LifeWorks Coach Center, and she needed some marketing material done. So that opened a door for me to meet a lot of coaches and to do a lot of work in the coaching and healing profession, heart-based businesses that are really connected to um, making the world a better place. Shortly after that, I became a media partner for the ICF Wisconsin, and I made a big shift. I decided to dedicate my business to working with healers, coaches, motivators, and speakers to make the world a better place. It was significant because that was when I made the mindset change of having a business that was based on being of service to others instead of just trying to make money, which is what I was doing in the past. So, over the years, I've r- interviewed just a ton of coaches, and one thing that I've found I've understood a few different things that have happened, and one is that when anyone is in a beautiful state and they're feeling the love and the groove, they talk different. Their eyes smile a little bit. They get they get a little, a little gloss in the eyes, and the information that they give and what they're talking about comes out a little bit different. I also noticed, because I'm in front of the camera a lot, that it's really hard to just turn on a camera, stand in front of it, and be in your ultimate best self, and get that twinkle in your eye and be in the groove. Because being in front of a camera, it just creates a different environment than if you're in a place of conversation or a place of being in a beautiful state of flow. So that was another thing that we noticed. And I keep hitting the wrong slide button because we're getting used to this new program. That was the in front of the camera slide. I apologize for the inconvenience of the reroute. We had a little issue with our webinar jam. They are doing a migration today, and it was a really poor idea to have a webinar today on Webinar Jam. So we're going old school on YouTube. And if you ever have used Webinar Jam or any of the other webinar platforms, most of them they're just a skin that goes over YouTube. And they hide some of the controls and stuff like that. So it's a similar experience. It just adds a few more steps on my end. So what I noticed is if I could find a way to get people in the beautiful state and interview them, their message would be better. The audience would appreciate them more, and they can make a better impression. So I found the solution, and that solution is, next page, getting the people out of the static state of talking about their business and getting them to talk about their passion with an emotion-filled story, to create really good content. The result is people like yourself and heart-based businesses doing and talking about the deep, passionate, good stuff and sharing with their audience. In our Marketing for Coaches Foundation series, we'll go deeper into how all of this works, but I want to give you an overview of what this looks like. So we have a system that we identify your outcome, your purpose, clarify your product and the content, create a massive action plan, and identify your client. As you see, this is a circle. And the reason it's a circle is because they all work together. You know, if you've probably used a circle of life type of wheel in your coaching practice. It's the same thing. You kind of need all of these to be at a good level of understanding and development in order for the content to really come out good. So some of the coaches that we have worked with, you know, they're very tech savvy. Say that 5 times real fast. But still, the method of capturing and translating it was coming out to be a little difficult. So I'm a tech nerd, and I've been around these technologies for a long time, as you can see by my classic Mac back there. Um, and this came easy for me. So, this is where we created the Marketing for Coaches Foundation series. And this is a baseline of how to get people into their peak state, their beautiful state, capture the content, and then distribute it easily and efficiently. Easy and efficient being the key components. So when I interviewed all these coaches, I also heard that I'm really busy and I don't have time to market while I, live my life and coach and have a life. And the idea of marketing, a lot of people think of it as, I have to post every day or make lots of material. Um, when you look at others who are dominating the market, the big content creators, they are posting massive amount of content every day. And it's easy to see how that creating that much content could be overwhelming and death by comparison can happen. To quote Marie Forleo, let me get a drink of water here. Okay. So I'm in the same boat. I'm not built to wake up every morning and inspire and motivate others. I have an 8-year-old daughter that I raise on my own, and I run my own business. So, and I'm trying to have a life myself. So, to wake up every day and to have to do this is just not practical. I used my technical know how and started to combine some of these technologies that we're talking about, and I'm getting different results out of them. So instead of just using a transcription program, I'm using a transcription program with a distribution program. And then on the front end, I'm using some type of video program. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use this information and get it out there to create a balanced marketing approach. So if you have any questions, email me at john@mkevideo.com and we will get everyone's questions available to answer. And we want to get you, I want to get you, we being the me and the little voice inside of my head that have lots of conversations, would like to get you into a groove where you can create a lot of marketing material and really accelerate your program. All right. Next slide is going to be text me. All right. So here's what the program looks like. We define your purpose, outcome, and your client. And then we engage your client with your audience, excuse me, with a product offer, a massive action plan, and then we develop the content around it. In the create modules, they will provide CRM solutions, SEO cards, and automation. So, what this will do is it'll give you a clear idea of how to identify your client, what their pain points are, what their needs are, what types of words they're using to identify those pain points so that you can target your material directly to them. Um, we would then set out to create a product that would be the solution, a definitive solution to their pain points and problems, and then develop a plan and content to get that material out there. By using the create tools, we will simplify our process by getting material out there efficiently and easily without making this process difficult. So, what we're going to focus on today is we're going to focus on distribution platforms. What is distribution? Distribution is automating your social media content to reach a wider audience or to reach your audience more efficiently. So, instead of manually putting and creating content to fill up your social media platforms, you can spend less time doing the grunt work, the day-to-day busy work of pasting and copying and putting these posts up and creating all these clever things. You can spend less time doing that, and you can spend more time doing outreach, which will grow your base and grow your clients, grow your audience, so that you have more people to speak to. It is a numbers game. If you would like to be really successful, there's numbers. If you have a certain amount of email addresses, that equates to a certain amount of money. And if you can grow your business this way, you can really achieve the goals that you are set out to do and live the life that you'd like to live. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick hop into stop screen sharing. Stop. And then I'm going to go to a different screen here. And you're going to see me pop over to. Okay, share. There you go. Look at that. Okay, we're going to start with Sendible. All right. So we talked about distribution. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 3 distribution platforms today that do different things and are really easy to use. And they're going to allow you to get your content out there more efficiently and easily. So once again, if you use the entire Marketing for Coaches Foundations program, you're going to have better content, but we're going to dive right into the automation because this is going to give you an effective tool to make a difference today in your marketing. So the microphone is right in front of the button that I need. So we're going to slide it on over a little bit. All right, there we go. I got my radio voice mic on today. Okay. So here's Sendible. And there's links in the description below. I have links to everything and descriptions of what's going on. So you don't have to copy anything down right now. You can just click the link and head on over there. But look at all 3 of them before you decide which one that you'd like to use, because they all 3 do different things and they're all 3 very different prices. So what Sendible is it's just a basic distribution platform that you connect all of your Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter to. That's how all 3 of them will work. And with the new algorithm by Facebook and Instagram, you can no longer use any of these platforms to post to your personal Facebook or your personal Instagram. You're going to have to do that manually, but you can post to all of your business pages. So if you're familiar with our company, Zig Media is one of our brands from way back when. And if you watch a lot of these, you'll go through when we talk about brand. This is one of the brands that we don't use, and we can tell you why we don't use it, as nobody gets it. But there's a longer story than that. So going back into Sendible. This is what the dashboard looks like. And what this is going to give us is this is our feed off of our LinkedIn, our Facebook page stream. Yes, there we go. And it's going to show all of the posts that we made, which is probably not a lot of them for a while. And the different comments, and we can go through and you can add comments to your posts, that type of thing. You can also export them to see what type of response that you got out of them. We haven't used Zig Media for a while, so there's probably not a lot of activity on there, but it'll give you the idea. So now if we want to create a post, what we'll do is we will first slide this out of the way. There we go. Okay. If we want to create, we're going to just hit the compose button. We're going to select the service. And we are going to write that says hello world.